Once I was late for school, and I ran and jumped in the bath. I began to wash my hair. Trouble was, we'd eaten all the shampoo. So then I got out of the bath. Then suddenly I slipped over. Oh no! I tried to get up, but I was slippery and sticky. I lay there, waiting very, very quietly. And there's my dad. I tried to talk to him. It's no good, he can't hear me because he's got beer in his ear. I tried to talk to him again, and it's my brother poking his finger out under my body, trying to get me off the ground. He gets me off. That's what she said. Then she said I died. Yeah, that's right. So he got onto the bus, and as we were getting on, I said, where the fuck are we going? And he said, we're going to the shop to get some shampoo because of what happened last time. Let's remind ourselves of a few things, shall we? You fucking drank the lot. You son of a bitch. And I said, if I'm a son of a bitch, then you are too. And then we sat in silence. But then I noticed the shop had gone. It was just a void of emptiness between Trevor's and May's houses. So I said, why don't we jump in? My brother said, if you want, okay, yeah. So he stood in front of the great big hole for a moment, and I had this really bad urge to push my brother off the edge of the hole. Then I said, joke's on you, bitch. And I shoved a goldfish in his pocket, and yes, it melted. Yes. But then I remembered I was late for school, so I left him by the side of the hole, and I ran and jumped on my teacher.
Get off me!
Anyway, after a few seconds, just giving us enough time to get to the desks, our teacher said there was an inspector coming in. She said he was going to inspect the classroom to check to see if the floor is dirty, because the health of the students is what matters most. Anyway, later that day he came in, he had a moustache. We both, Miss Goodall, there we all were, sitting in our rows and behind our desks. It was then I noticed the inspector. He's watching me. And he said, the only thing that's dirty is Mr. Dopey Dog Dirt over there. It was then I noticed it's my dad. I shouted out, what the bloody hell are you doing, you fool? My brother, what's he doing? He's trying very hard not to bring attention to himself because he's already getting beaten up by the kids at school. Bless him. Anyway, the new teacher said, out, prison. And my dad says, what about the school prison underneath the school hall? The head teacher said, well, actually, that's only for the kids in my school, so I'm afraid you have to put up with scary black guys. So my dad says, oh no, this is horrible, in that exact register. And then he started crying, and then he left. So my teacher says, maybe school prison isn't such a bad place for him after all. Anyway, after a few hours looking at ray rings, clove-clipped gin salts, and strawberry ice windmills, we went home. Mum said, he just fell over and died. And then she started dying again. Yeah. My mum said to me and my brother, I'm fucking dead. If you look to your right, you can see I'm out of ideas. Sorry, Nick. Sorry, Ruth. Yeah.